my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 3 makeup products by category that I used and fell in love with during the year of 2023. Now, most of these products, if not all of them, some of them, I don't know, were not released in the year of 2023, but they're just products that I just loved using this year. And I don't know that I've ever done this type of video before, but I think it's going to be really fun to continue to do this at the end of each year, as long as I'm doing my YouTube channel here. Now, this wasn't super easy because I have a ton of makeup products that I really love to use, but I really did do my best to narrow down the 3 products out of each makeup category that I just loved using this year. So I'm going to go through this in the order in which I apply my makeup. And I'm going to start off with my brows. I have 2 brow pencils and a brow gel that I just loved using this year. The first one is from Item Makeup, and this is the Brow Chow Ultra Fine Defining Brow Pencil in Deep Brunette. Now, this is a little too dark for me. I did have another shade in this. I think it was light brown or maybe blonde that I had before that I liked the shade better, but I just don't use a whole ton of this, and then I just kind of brush it through my brows. And what I love about this is the brush that comes with it. This is really easy to manipulate brow product through my brows because I have bushier brows, kind of like half grizzly bear. And it's just got this really nice kind of angled, this is almost gone, angled little pencil here. I don't know what I was doing with my hands, but anyway. And I really enjoy this. I initially got this product off of Ipsy, and then I just started ordering it off of, I think, just the Item Makeup website, I'm pretty sure. This one actually I may have found at Marshall's. I don't know, it doesn't matter, but I really enjoy using this. And then I also use the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Draw and Fill Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Honey Brown. Now, it does have this weird, let me see if I can open it. Is it this end? Yeah, it does have this end where it's got that kind of like, I don't know, this thing, and it's kind of like got a spongy, I don't ever use that side. I just use the brow pencil side, which is here. Again, it's kind of like an angled pencil. And it's just a really nice, affordable brow pencil, and it works really well on my brows, and I like this shade better than the other one. And then for my brow gel, I use the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel in Clear. I love this. I get this off of Amazon. It's super affordable. And because I have bigger, bushier brows, this does a really good job of taming my brows down and not getting like crusty or, I don't know, gluey looking. You know, it looks very natural, I think. And it helps let my brows not just boing, doing, doing out of my face, because they do that sometimes. Then I have my eyeshadow primers here. The first one I'm going to show you is the Nonny eyeshadow primer long wear shadow base. And my dear friend Jan Van, she recommended that I pick this up. And she actually recommended that I pick this up to use with the Nomad Cosmetics Ghost Town palette. And I ended up giving that to a friend, that palette. But this is a wonderful eyeshadow primer, and it's super cheap. I got this off of Amazon. I think it wasn't more than $10. Was it like $5 or $6 maybe? And I really enjoy this. I haven't used a ton of this though, because I'm trying to get through my other eyeshadow primer that I'll show you here in just a minute, but very happy with how this performs. It just, I don't know, it's a very nice consistency. It's not super tacky, I wouldn't say, but just really nice, and it really does a good job of helping my eyeshadows adhere to my eyelids. And the one that I use the most, and I'm trying to use all the way up, and look how squishy it's getting. This is the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. And my dear friend, my best friend, Steph, she sent this to me. And I've had this for a really long time. A little bit of this goes a very long way. And I do want to get some more of this because this, I think, is the best eyeshadow primer I've ever used. I mean, the Milani is really good, but this is the best for me. It's just so wonderful to apply eyeshadows over the top of this. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It does get a little creasy. Like before you put your eyeshadows on, I have to like go over it a couple times with a sponge just to make sure it's nice and smooth. But my shimmers do not crease over the top of this. I feel like my mattes are almost easier to blend over the top of this. Just love this eyeshadow primer. And then the last one I'll show you is the NYX Professional Makeup Proof It. Now, this I have not used in a little while. I was using this at the beginning of 2023, but it's been sitting in my drawer for quite a while. I don't even know if this is still good. I hope it is. This is super cheap. It's no more than $5 off of Amazon. And this is a very tacky eyeshadow primer. I do need to set it with a little bit of powder before I put eyeshadows over the top of it. Those of you that have more skill in the eyeshadow department may not need to do that, but I do need to do that. And I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this eyeshadow primer, but it is really good for the price. Well, for any price, it's really good. Highly recommend checking it out. And then I typically apply my eyeshadows. And as you can see behind me, there's a whole bookshelf full of eyeshadow palettes. There's also a drawer set full of eyeshadow palettes. So picking just 3 eyeshadow palettes was impossible. So I chose 3 brands that I loved throughout the year of 2023. And I picked 3 palettes from each brand that I'm going to show you. The first brand is Saints, Angels, Sinners. And this is the Fairy Tale palette. This is a US indie brand that I just love. Love the formula, love the color stories, packaging, palettes. I mean, just everything about this brand. I just absolutely have fallen in love with. And I have used this palette a couple times on my channel before. I've done a 3 looks video with it and then did a group collab. And you know, just so fun. Look how beautiful that color story is. And the formula of mattes and shimmers in all of the Saints, Angels, Sinners palettes I've tried thus far are absolutely amazing. Then we have the Xanadu palette, which I love. And I just used this in my Olivia Newton-John video. And this is getting a little messy, but that's okay. Beautiful color story, beautiful formulas of both mattes and shimmers. Just really unique color story too. That's another thing I will say about Saints, Angels, Sinners is that Darcy, the brand owner, puts together very unique color stories. And then we have the Kazi palette. Love this. I love cats. I love Kazi. And this color story too is very unique and absolutely gorgeous. So fun to use. And then we have Ladybug Glow, which is another one of my favorite US indie brands. Oh, Castle of Horror palette. Oh, this was their Halloween palette release. And oh, that color story just gets me every time I look at it. Beautiful formula of mattes and shimmers. I mean, just incredible. This might be my absolute favorite brand of all time, really. I'm just so impressed with the palettes I have from this brand, and I will pick up every single palette this brand puts out. Then we have the Murky Waters palette, which I love. This wasn't easy to grab 3 palettes from each of these brands because I love all the palettes, but you know, just grab 3 that I really liked using in 2023. I love this color story. I love the tones in here. The shimmers are all very multi-chrome, duochrome, metallic, and just a really fun color combination. And then we have the Floresta palette, which I think is just incredible too. Super cute packaging, and this color story is just stunning. Bright and bold and just amazing, truthfully. And I will have their websites linked in my description box. So please go and check out their websites and pick yourself up a few things because they have beautiful products, not just eyeshadow palettes, other products too that are beautiful. And then the last brand that I've been super into this year is Beauty Bay. I have the Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette here, which is just lovely on every level. Matte shimmers, the whole 9 yards here. Just so cool. And then I have the Age of Opulence palette, which I just think is incredibly stunning. Bright, bold, opulent, just amazing. And then the last one here that I really had a lot of fun with this year is the Earthy palette. Is this upside down? Yes, the Earthy palette. And this is just, you know, greens and browns and earthy tones. And I did a palette bingo, 3 looks or 4 looks, 5 looks. I don't remember. 4 looks. 4 looks palette bingo with this palette and had so much fun. It's gorgeous and such great quality. I do have the Dark Fantasy palette from Beauty Bay that I'm not a huge fan of, but I need to use all the shades in that palette and then I'll get back to you on it. But yeah, all 3 of these brands you cannot go wrong with. Indie brands too, which I love, and just wonderful quality, amazing, stellar quality. So now I have my top 3 face primers I'm gonna show you. The first one is the Age Perfect Blurring Face Primer infused with Caring Serum. This is from L'Oreal Paris, and this is in the shade Rose 00. I really enjoy using this because it truly is, it is pretty blurring. You know, sometimes primers will say, oh, this is totally blurring, and I've used them and I'm like, no, but this does do a pretty good job of blurring my pores. I don't have a lot of really big pores on my face anyway, but I will say that, you know, as I'm aging, my skin's getting a little bit different than it used to be. And this does kind of help my face look maybe more like it used to. And then I have the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Primer. I love this. It smells like marshmallow, which I love. And this was gifted to me from Oakley when we did our makeup swap collab. And I don't have a whole lot of this left, but it does a really good job of allowing my foundation to adhere to my skin. and lasts longer too. And I love the smell, of course. And then I have the Glassy from Touch in Soul. What does this say? Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. Got fuzz on it, of course, cat hair. And this is really good underneath a matte foundation because this does have like a glowiness to it. And I don't really have that much. I mean, there's hardly any of that left. So just a teeny tiny bit. So I probably should just throw this in the garbage. And I do really want to get some more of this because I really like how glowy it looks. And but it's a very natural glow. Like you don't look super sweaty with this underneath your foundations. Now for my top 3 foundations, we have the L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Foundation, Infallible Pro Glow, blah, 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 in the shade 203. And I just picked this up, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and I'm just in love with it. The last several videos I've filmed, I've been using this foundation. Like when I show you my finished look, this is what's on my face. I just love this. It's very skin-like. It's super affordable. I got this off Amazon. It might have been $10, but I'm not sure. I don't know why I can never remember the prices to things, but this is something I will definitely be picking up again. It's a great shade match, maybe a little too dark for me, but in the summertime, it'll probably look maybe more like my skin tone, although I don't really ever go out in the sun anymore. I have no life. But for an affordable drugstore foundation, this is wonderful. And then I also like to use the SheGlam Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This was super cheap and it works really well. I also have the hydrating version of this, which I like too. But if I'm going obviously for a more matte foundation, it worked really well with the Glassy primer that's basically gone. That combination is wonderful. I do think that it looks really nice for a matte foundation. Maybe not as skin-like as the other one I just showed you, but still a very nice foundation. I have this on my face today, and I think my face looks pretty good. And then I also have the Focalure, the Poreless from Focalure, and this is in the shade 02. And this I got in some PR from Temu, and this is kind of a mess around the opening here. But this was super cheap. I mean, I didn't pay for it, but it was like $12 or $13, I think. And I just really like the way it looks on my face. It looks very skin-like. It's not super cakey. It's just really easy to smooth out over my skin. And, you know, for a $12 foundation, I think this works great. And then for concealers, I have 3, of course. The first one is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I have no idea what shade this is because the sticker fell off. And I like this because the doe foot is a little, you know, kind of larger. So I mean, you could even use this as foundation, I guess, if you wanted to. But I just, you know, basically put this under my eyes and sometimes on my face too. It's just very brightening. I have this on today. Very brightening, really nice consistency. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't really even need to be set with powder. I really like it. And affordable. Did I say that? It's affordable. And then I also have this one from Essence. This is the Camouflage Matte Concealer, and this is in the shade 20 Light Ivory. This is so affordable. I think this was not more than $5, I'm pretty sure. And works great. It's very skin-like, it's brightening, it smooths out beautifully, it doesn't settle in my fine lines and wrinkles. And I don't know, I just really enjoy using it. And the last one here, I did get in some PR from Temu, and this is the, let me turn this around. This is the Snow Yarn Soft Moisturizing Cream. And it's got this little ampersand symbol. I don't know if that's the brand name. I don't know. Now, this I think is meant to be a foundation, but I really like to use it as a concealer. I've used this before in a couple videos. It's just a really nice lightweight consistency, very brightening, and also smooths onto my skin very nicely. And this, I didn't pay for this either, but I think this was, I don't know. I don't think this was more than $10. So, you know, affordable stuff that works really well. Now for powders. I do have 2 from Makeup Mecca that my dear friend that lives in Sweden, her name is Linda. She sent these to me a while back, and I'm just loving these. This is the Makeup Mecca Miracle Powder Perfect Satin Skin, and this is in the shade Starlit. Now, this is a really nice powder to use with a matte foundation, like this SheGlam matte foundation I showed you, because it does have some kind of sheen to it. I wouldn't say sparkle, just more sheen. Just makes the matte foundation look more skin-like. It provides a subtle glow, subtle, but just lovely. And I really need to get some more of this when I run out of it, which I do have quite a bit of it left. I try to use it very sparingly. And then I have the Mineral Loose Flawless Foundation Powder from Makeup Mecca. Love this too. And this is in the shade Neutral Fair. I've used about 3/4 of this now. Just a really lovely skin-like powder. Really enjoy it. And then my last one here that is basically almost gone. Yes, I think this is the first time I've ever used a powder all the way up, is the L'Oreal Paris Hydra Perfect Perfecting Loose Powder in translucent. And this smells really nice, got a light floral scent to it. And I will definitely be repurchasing this. Absolutely. Like, I don't even know if I have enough for, well, yeah, I do. I have enough for maybe 1 or 2 more uses. And then this puppy's getting repurchased. And this was very affordable. Really just a lovely drugstore powder. And then I have my bronzers. Now, I don't always bronze my face. I don't. But I do have 3 bronzers I'm going to show you that I use primarily when I do bronze my face. And then I also have an honorable mention that could also be pulled into the eyeshadow component. But let me start off with my bronzers. Okay, this is the Iconic London Filthy Mess. This is the Ultimate Bronzing Powder in Medium Bronze, and this is a huge bronzer. Got this from BoxyCharm, and I love it. It's such a, I don't know, lightweight bronzer. I think it's a really good tone for my skin tone, or really good shade for my skin tone. And it's just really easy to apply, and it blends well. You know, I have this on my face today, and I just think it's lovely. So happy this came in my BoxyCharm. And then I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. And this I've had for years. I have not really used this side often, of course, but this side I've panned, woohoo! And this was, I don't know, $3, $4, $5 at the local drugstore. And I just think this is such a lovely bronzer. It really is. Maybe a little too deep for me, but I just try to go in very light-handed. I do try to go in light-handed with my bronzers. But yeah, to have this for as long as I've had it, even though, and I have panned it, I'm so proud of myself, and have it work as well as it still does, and have it be so cheap. I mean, you can't lose with that. And then I also use my Desert Oasis palette from BH Cosmetics. I use this shade right here called Canyon to bronze my face. And that's been really fun. My goal is to pan that, to use it all the way up. That's what I'm going to try to do. But I'm finally getting use out of a face palette. Yay me. And then I also want to show you this. This is the e.l.f. contour palette that I've had forever and a day. And I used to use these a lot to bronze my face with. And now I primarily just use this to help me blend out my eyeshadows. But this is a really nice, affordable contouring palette, bronzer palette, whatever you want to call it. It is called a contour palette, but you know what I mean? And I will be picking up another one of these when I've, you know, it's reached its life maximum. It's getting there. I mean, it still works really well, but it's pretty damn old. And then for my blush, I have this one here that I use a ton of. This is the Pixie by Petra Fresh Face Blush in Ginger Blossom. I love this shade. I have this on my cheeks today. I just love it. It's like, you know, kind of terracotta peach. And I think this came in a BoxyCharm or maybe an Ipsy. I think I got this from Ipsy. And I've had it for quite a while and I just love it. It works really well. I just think it's a beautiful shade. And I just like how it looks on me. And then I have the Essence blush. This is the blush in the shade Beloved, number 40. And this I picked up off their website. It was like, I don't know, $3, $4. And at first I was like, it's okay, but I don't know that I love it. And the more I've used it, it's really grown on me. And I think it's a really pretty light pink shade. Goes with pretty much any makeup look, I would say. And it works really well. And to have this be so affordable and work so well, I mean, that's what I live for. And then the last one here is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Blush in the shade Spiced Plum. I always struggle with opening this because there's like this other little component down here that you open. There's a little brush, which I don't use. This is awesome. This is such a great blush. I love the tone. It's kind of like a, I don't know, rosy pink. And it worked so well and it was so affordable. And I want to get more of these. They have a few different colors of this. And it's very pigmented, but it blends out really nicely. It's a lovely drugstore blush. Really enjoy it. Now I'm going to show you my highlighters, but I'm going to start off with an honorable mention highlighter palette that I received from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. She threw this in with my order, which I was just so touched by. This is the Enchantment palette. Now this is kind of like a hybrid eyeshadow palette and highlighter palette. And I haven't had this for too long, but I just love the tones in here, the formula of these shades. It's so fun to pull this out and just have all these different options. Just gorgeous. I have yet to try this as eyeshadows, but I've just really enjoyed putting these shades in my inner corners and also on my face. This is a wonderful UK indie brand. I do have some new goodies from this brand that I'm going to be filming with tomorrow. So excited. And then I also really love the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade 321B. Precious Petals. This is so beautiful. It's my makeup looks like a hot mess, but this is so beautiful, so vibrant, and so cheap. This is so cheap. And this rivals, I would say, this rivals a lot of high-end highlighters that I've seen people use. Absolutely. It's beautiful. And you know, you can go more light-handed and it's more subtle, but if you want to like really be seen from outer space, this absolutely can do that for you. But this highlighter is from Josh Cosmetics. This is the pressed highlighter in Luna. This, you will see yourself from outer space, or the astronauts will see you from outer space, or the aliens, whatever. This is so wham, 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 wham. And this is another UK indie brand that Steph turned me on to. She sent me this highlighter and it's just freaking awesome. It's so beautiful. And I do think that their products are pretty affordable from what she told me. I would love to try more from this brand. And if this highlighter is any indication of the other products that this brand sells, I'm all over it. Now I want to show you some cream gel liners that I have just loved using throughout the year of 2023. The first one is from Beauty Creations. And I do have this color in my lower waterlines today. This is a cream gel liner in the shade Shamrock. And I got a whole set of these. I wasn't sure what to expect, and they're all awesome. All the ones I've used, well, there's one purple one that's not super incredible, but all the other ones I got in the set are just awesome. I'm having so much fun using these. And then I also have, of course, my ColourPop cream gel liner, which is amazing. This is in the shade Crybaby. I love all of them. They're wonderful. And then also I grabbed my one from Milani. This is the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner in Keep On Sapphire. And these are sold at pretty much all drugstores where they sell Milani, and they're very cheap. And this has got a really pretty metallic finish. It lasts pretty damn well in my water lines. Maybe not as well as those other two do. But all three that I showed you are affordable and they work so well. And then for my upper lid liners, I usually use the felt tip liners. As I'm sure you guys probably know, I did cheat and I grabbed 4 because I just couldn't grab 3. The first one is from Fatal Beauty. This is the Black Like My Soul eyeliner that I wanted to give away. And I'm just loving this. I haven't had this for very long, but I just love it. And when this runs out, I'm going to order another one from this brand. Hopefully they continue to sell it. Then I have this one. This is the 3D Waterproof Precision Liquid Eyeliner from Yankina. Got this in a little set. This came with some mascara and some PR from Temu. I love this. It works so well. So happy that they sent that to me, or I guess I picked that out. And then we have Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. All of these are in black, by the way. And oh, this works so good. It's so cheap. I get this off of Amazon. It's like, I don't know. I don't think it's more than $5. And it just works amazingly well. It's super pigmented. All of these that I've shown you are super pigmented and they apply easily and they dry down really well too. And the last one here is from She Glam. And this is just a felt tip liner in black that's been really fun to use. I did use this for my look today. And, you know, super cheap. I think this was like $3 or $4. You know, all of these are affordable. I don't know exactly how much the Fatal Beauty one costs because I got one in a giveaway, but these 3, super affordable. And then my mascaras. Now, of course, I have to show you the Nobu Lash from Nobu Cosmetics. They sent this to me to try out in a video in some PR. And oh, I just fell in love with this mascara. The claims are that it's better for older eyelashes and that it like nourishes your eyelashes. I don't really know about all of that because I don't really have issues with my eyelashes anyway, but it looks beautiful on my lashes. It is very lengthening and thickening and I love it. Then we have the Item Makeup Lash Snack Lengthening Mascara that I just started using. Well, I mean, I used it when Jen from Jen Beauty first sent it to me and I really liked it. Then I was using other stuff and then I pulled it out and started using this again recently and oh, it's so good. I love this. So happy that Jen sent this to me. Just a really nice formulated mascara and really easy to get off. And the last one I'm going to show you is the Gosh Cosmetics Catchy Eyes. My dear friend Pia, Makeup by PAW, she sent this to me from Denmark. And this is a brand that I have a few things from that Pia sent to me. And I love everything that she has sent me from Gosh Cosmetics. And this mascara is incredible. This is almost gone. And she sent me another tube. So I'll open that up and start using that. Woo! But yeah, love all 3 of these mascaras. So much fun. And then finally, I have my lip products, my top 3 lip products of 2023. This is a product I got in some PR from Temu, and this is the Dragon Renee Punk Style Liquid Lipstick that I'm just madly in love with. I really like the consistency. I have this one and another one. I think the other one's a little bit deeper purple. Really easy to apply. Lasts really well throughout the day. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or sticky on my lips. It's got a little bit of like a fresh scent to it, I guess, florally maybe. But yeah, really enjoy this. And then I have this Beauty Moon Cosmetics Metallic Lipstick, which I have another shade of this now that I'm going to be using soon in a video. And this is absolutely phenomenal. Look at how beautiful that shade is. It's, you know, hot purple with just a lot of multi-chrome deliciousness going on. And I love the component, it just feels fancy, you know? And then the last one here is a Ladybug Glow multi-chrome lip gloss that you guys know I got all of them. And I just love using these. They're so much fun. They're so multi-chrome flippy, just so cool. And they last actually really well throughout the day. And this is in the shade number 7. This is my favorite shade. And look at how cool that is. It's like green and like maroon or burgundy. Oh, and I can see blue, like an icy blue too. It's just so fun. I love this brand. Yeah, I mean, I do. I love this brand so much. So those were all the products that were my top 3 favorites out of each makeup category for the year of 2023. I would love to know if you guys have any of these products and if they were your favorites throughout the year of 2023. And share with me your favorite products that you use this year. I mean, you don't have to give me 3 products for each category, but just let me know what your favorites were throughout this year, and we can have a nice love fest about makeup in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. Love to chat with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye!
Drop it.